I've been making booktube videos for the last like 3-4 weeks, I don't know. And I realized I did not introduce myself to anyone. I just kind of like waltzed into people's feeds and now I'm here. So that is why I'm here today, to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. And you might be like, Adriana, why? You have over 1,000 subscribers. You're not new here. I'm not new to YouTube. I've had multiple YouTube accounts, but I stuck with this one since like 2015. I'm going on my 4 years on YouTube here soon. But really, I've been on and off with YouTube. I just haven't found something I really love and love to make videos about, but I think Booktube is where I found myself. Yeah, I really love the Booktube community right now, and I'm loving reading. I've been having a blast these last few months, like this last month. So I'm new to the Booktube community, so I really just wanted to reintroduce myself and just rebuild my community. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today, is do the Booktube Newbie Tag. Keep watching if you want to kind of get to know me and learn about why I am here. Question 1, why did you start this channel? When I was a freshman in high school, one of my good friends introduced me to Booktube. She showed me a few Booktubers she loved, and I just became obsessed. I've loved reading forever, and she introduced me to Booktube. Back then, I was really afraid to talk about books. Like, I felt like my analysis wasn't good enough and I wouldn't be good enough, so I never made Booktube videos. I did make other videos. I think I did lifestyle for a while, but that was just really wasn't my thing. So I really just think I was afraid to get on to Booktube then. But since quarantine started, my love for reading has come back, and I found something I really love talking about each week. It's become so much easier to sit down in front of a camera. Actually, I'm standing, but it's become so much easier to get in front of the camera and talk about something I love, and it's just been really nice to be in this community right now. Question 2. What are some unique and fun things I can bring to Booktube? So I stared at this question for a while, and I was like, nothing. I don't think I'm unique in any way, really. I don't think my analysis is anything special. I just like to talk and hear myself speak, I guess. But seriously though, I think I can bring like a different perspective to things. I have a lot of cultural backgrounds, I guess. If you don't know, I am half black and half Korean. So with both sides of my family being from different cultural backgrounds, I think I get an understanding from both ends of the spectrum. Yeah, I think I can bring in a lot of insight on that piece. And I've just come from a lot of different communities that are different from reading. Like, if you didn't know, I am a huge gamer. If you like games, follow me on Twitch. I do stream there. And yeah, so I'm a huge gamer, so I think I bring like a different analysis and perspective with the things I have done with my life. Question 3, what are you most excited about for this new channel? I think I am really excited to just bring this channel back to life. Like I said earlier, I had no passion for making lifestyle videos. I privated a lot of my old videos because I thought they were embarrassing. That's just not what I want to show on the internet. They're not bad, but it's just like I wasn't like super passionate about it. You know, I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not an exercise and fitness person. And that's kind of the videos I made because that was popular on YouTube. So I was catering to what's popular and not to what I wanted to talk about. So that's why I really struggled with YouTube for a while. But I have found something I love, and that is Booktube. And I have been making so many new friends and mutuals on here and on Twitter, and I'm just really excited to make more friends and get more involved in the community. So if you want to be my friend, hit me up on like Twitter or something, and yeah, we can be friends. I want friends. Question 4, why do you love reading? I think a lot of people say this answer, and I'm gonna say it too, but it's reading as an escape. I'm a really introverted person, and I think in high school it was like even worse. Like, there'd be times where I just want to sit in silence by myself and like not interact with absolutely anyone, and I was just really introverted and didn't want to be around people, and so reading was kind of an escape to get away from everyone. That's kind of why I loved reading all my life. Reading is still a place for me to get away when I don't want to be here. Question 5, what book or series got you into reading? Now, I have been reading all my life. My mom and dad would always read books to me before I'd go to bed, and I think the first things I started reading on my own was this old like reading learning package called Hooked on Phonics. I don't know if anyone ever used that, but I was using that way before I was in school. And I just was obsessed with reading and answering the questions, and that really like flourished my reading. So by the time I was in kindergarten, I was already reading advanced chapter books, and I don't know, they called me gifted, but really I'm just mediocre, apparently, and I was just really good at reading, so I'm not gifted. I was just really good at reading, because my parents made me do Hooked on Phonics, and I loved it. My brother and sister did not love it, but I did, so that's what really got me into reading. But by the time I hit college, like, it crushed my drive to read. Like, my freshman year of college crushed my drive to read because I was in an honors English course, and we were assigned, I think, like 15 books over the course of the semester, and they were like very boring classics, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Iliad, Plato's Symposium, all of that stuff from way back when, and I think that really like crushed my drive to read. But since quarantine started, I found, I guess, this book recommendation by Snishery. She's one of my favorite content creators, and she was looking for book recommendations, and she said one of her all-time favorite books was The Song of Achilles. I adored this book to death, and I think this book really got me back into reading. And this was kind of like the fire starter. Yeah, I've been a reader all my life. Did Battle of the Books for a long time, and reading was just one of my favorite pastimes. Question 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I'd say my favorite booktubers are Peru's Project, Reagan. She makes great content. I guess this goes to like any booktuber, to be honest, but like, what inspires you and what makes you want to keep going on booktube? Because I know it can be hard because it's difficult to come up with original content. In like any place, I feel like my brain does not work that creative to make original content, or if it is original, like no one would watch it because it caters to such a specific demographic. Like, I thought of this like cursed idea last night between this crossover of a game and making them as characters in ACOTAR, but like who would watch that? Only me, because that's my thing. Like, no one caters to both demographics. Like, what inspires you to make original content? Because, you know, everyone does TBRs and wrap-ups. I do that stuff. And I can't blame anyone for doing that, but, like, what? Original content? Who? Like, not me. Question 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And for me, I really think it's rebuilding an audience. It can be really discouraging to see me have over 1,000 subscribers and get like 20 views on a video. But that's because I've been inactive for a long time, and my community just isn't the same. Maybe they're not into books or whatever. It can be really discouraging to see those numbers differ so greatly. So I think the hardest challenge for me to overcome is to get over that barrier and rebuild my community without thinking too much about the subscriber count. I don't think I've grown too much since I started BookTube, so this is why I'm introducing myself. Hopefully more people will find me. I am new here, please. Please save me. But yeah, I'm determined to get over that hurdle and just make content here, I guess. Question 8, when did you start reading? Now, I already kind of answered this question. Baby with that Hooked on Phonics. Question 9, where do you read? I hate this question because I can't find a space to read comfortably. I am struggling so badly because I hate laying in bed and reading, and I can't sit on the couch because someone is always watching TV or like the news or something is always on, and I cannot read unless there's absolute silence. And I hate my bed, so sometimes I'll sit on the floor. If you watch my last video, you see I have this plushie tower I set up. Sometimes I just lean up against the plushie tower and it's comfortable, I guess. Or I'll go outside. Sometimes I'll go out on the deck, or I'll go upstairs and go on the balcony, and I'll just sit there and read in the sun. I think I like to read outside more than most, but it's been really gloomy lately, so I haven't been able to sit outside like that, sadly, but hopefully the sun comes back around. And question 10 is the last question, and it is, what books do you like to read? Now I'm gonna step aside, and these are my 2 main shelves, and can you guess what I like to read? So I am obsessed with Greek mythology. I would say I've loved Greek mythology since I started reading Percy Jackson in like elementary school. And then middle school we had to do this project where we researched a Greek god, and I did Hypno. We had to make a website about him, and I was just so obsessed with Greek mythology back then, but I think college killed that drive when I had to read the Iliad. But you see, the Iliad and the Odyssey are on my shelf, as well as Ovid. But I think reading The Song of Achilles really like sparked that drive for Greek mythology again, and it actually made me want to read the Iliad and the Odyssey, sadly. But I love I love Greek mythology, if that isn't obvious. On this side of the shelf and on my cart, I have a lot of fantasy books, and I just love escaping to new worlds and with different ideas than the one of this one. My one true love is historical fiction. I am a history buff, I would say. In high school, obsessed with history. I don't know, I love history. It's like a story is being told to you. Wonderful. And in historical fiction, just amazing. I would say the best historical fiction book I've read so far is Lovely War. I love that book to death. I have a couple more historical fiction books I want to get to, but I adore historical fiction. That is my jam. So, question 10 was unfortunately the last question of the tag. I hope that helps you get to know me just a little bit. It makes you a little bit more interested in me and my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and want to stick around to see me make more booktube videos. I hope to continue doing this. We'll see how this goes when school starts up again. Actually, I heard that all of my classes are going to be online this semester. So that means I have time if I can't go back to school. Hopefully this carries on throughout the years and I continue to make more booktube content. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, go subscribe, do whatever it is. If you want to see me outside of YouTube, I have my social links below. I'm most active on Twitter. I tweet a lot of crap. So if you're into that, follow me, I guess. And yeah, there's some other links down there. Check them out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.